Okay, let's transform this hair. It has been a while. It has been a minute, like months, summertime probably, since I last did any sort of Dyson video, tutorial, anything of the sort. Which is crazy because it still hands down is my most used hair tool. And I've actually loved using it the normal way. Shared a lot of content using it my non-conventional way where I flip it upside down like a wand, but lately I love the smaller barrel and I've loved using it the normal way to get really pretty bouncy like typical Dyson curls. So that's what we're gonna do today. I think the reason that I have loved doing my hair that way instead of the wand way is because I actually took out a row of extensions. So I just have one row of extensions in now, and I did cut it, which I'm sure you guys are laughing. It doesn't look like it at this point. My hair has grown, my extensions are grown out. I get them moved up next week. But maybe I need to move my chair up. I cut quite a few inches off and I did more of a blunt cut at the end. So I've just been playing around with different hair tools and things, trying to figure out what I'm loving right now with my hair. And curling it this way with the Dyson is definitely it. I need to touch up some of these front pieces really quickly. That's better. I guess one thing though that is still pretty unconventional is my hair is dry, as you I'm sure noticed. And it's also freshly washed, which I know so many people, so many tutorials, so many tips, tricks about the Dyson use it on damp hair. My favorite way to use the Dyson is on dry hair, which I know is not the norm, but if you've watched any of my other Dyson videos, it's my go-to. It's my favorite way to style my hair. So the caveat with that is I wash my hair once a week, so this is really going to help set it, like literally set it and like get it in motion for the rest of the week to style it, but it may not hold as best as it could this very first time. I know that going into it and I'm very okay with it. So this initial round might be a little looser, but still very bouncy, have that volume, and then the day 2, day 3, day 4 hair is gonna be chef's kiss. So anyways, let's go ahead and just jump right in. Usually when I do this, it takes me like 10 minutes. It's very quick and that's why I love it. Use highest heat, highest air. I'll just pop it right on. And I actually leave the tool on when I take my hair out of the curl. There's something about it, just gives it like an extra little wrap and like I think gives it more volume and helps it stay. And another quick note is because I have the extensions, you will notice with some of the pieces I either go smaller or I have to help them onto the barrel. I'm using the smaller of the 2 barrels, by the way, for this video. But because I have extensions, sometimes the hair is a little bit heavier, so it doesn't always go on by itself. I just realized I completely left this piece out, which happens. I'm trying to use this tiny mirror. I don't know why I didn't grab a bigger mirror, but it's coming together nicely. I feel like the process looks a little bit crazy because it looks like my hair is just like wrapping and twisting so much. But again, I think it helps it, especially with my hair being so fresh. It just makes it a little bit more tousled, just really helps to lock in the shape of the curl. Okay, slight intermission because I had to go check on Banks. So this side has fallen a little bit, but honestly not bad at all. So you can kind of get an idea of how the curls end up laying after a little bit. But it is time to switch over and do the other side. I'm ready to have my hair done. One thing that I left out, I've shared in past videos, but I don't think I mentioned it in this one, is I'm always curling away from my face. So I'm always making sure that the direction of the barrel is gonna bring the curl back. I know some people really like doing it forward facing. I just don't love that vibe on myself. So everything is always going in the same direction. It's going back. I do that on both sides. So I say all that to say, now that we are switching the barrel, literally, or switching other sides, we're just going to turn the direction of the barrel and you just quite literally flip it to the opposite of whatever you have. It makes it really simple. I feel like some people struggle with that, and the best way that I can explain it if you are directionally challenged is turn it on. Grab a piece of hair. If it's not hooking around the Dyson, just flip the switch and try it that way, and then you have it. And then you just do the opposite for the other side as you move it. It's a very simple concept. I feel stupid even saying it out loud, but I do understand that it can be confusing, and that is like a little barrier to entry for some people. Okay, so here's the thing. There's two other tips that I do that I don't think I really mentioned during the first half or like beginning of the video. One is, well, something to just keep in mind in general is the curl, like when you're getting the hair on the barrel, it does not have to be perfect. And if it's not, that's okay. There's so many different techniques, like the one that I do where I kind of pull the hair out to get more attention and bring it back in. That can just like completely change how the hair is going on the barrel. So that's one tip that can be really helpful. Also, it's helpful because as you're getting more attention, you're just getting the hair on the barrel better, so you will get a tighter curl. So that's something that always really helps me. The other thing that I just did that maybe you guys noticed is as I was taking the hair off the barrel, there were a few pieces at the end that weren't on it very well, and like that's fine. I can always go back through and re-curl those, or you can kind of take the hair off the barrel slowly and then just catch them right at the end, so it is centered more on the, so that the end of the hair is centered a little bit more on the barrel and they have a minute to kind of curl, and it just evens everything out. So I feel like when people share Dyson tutorials or when you watch them, there's like this feeling that you have to do it perfectly, and there's only one way to do it, and that just simply isn't the case. There's so many little tips, tricks, things that you can do to either help your hair curl better, get a result that you want, or just make the process easier. It just depends. So keep that in mind. And when this happens, like I'm not even gonna try to get this on the barrel. I picked a piece that was too big, and so I'm just gonna throw that to the side and we'll get that in a second. Gonna do a quick couple of touch-up pieces on this side. I mean, she looks pretty good. If you ask me, I am gonna use a little bit of texture spray for some light hold. I have said this countless times. I prefer to not use any product if I don't have to when my hair is this fresh. I would just rather let the curls fall and let it all kind of set and then put product in my hair later in the week. But I have a lot of flyaways in the front right now. I have so much postpartum new growth still. I'm on my hair journey right now, just to really get my hair in the best shape possible and grow out some of these shorter pieces. So anyways, all of that to say, long story long, I love this Kristen S Soft Shine Beach Wave Spray. It has a little bit of hold, it gives a little bit of texture, but it won't make my hair impossible to brush through, comb through, do anything with the rest of the week. So this is one of my favorite products when I need just a light little bit of hold. And like, I'll spray it back because these pieces keep coming to the front, but then I also like to pinch it together, kind of do that, and then just kind of tame some of these back. And I mean, I don't really need to spray the ends, but I just lightly will. Has like the perfect amount of hold when you need just a little something, but it's still super flexible. It doesn't make your hair crunchy or anything like that. You still keep all your bounce, all your movement, all your volume, and it's like perfect hair day. I love the Dyson so much. I'm a fan, I'm a stan, I always will be. I think it looks so good. Anyways, I love how this turned out. I love using it this way. It's been such a fun switch up. I hope this was helpful and that you guys enjoyed seeing this quick little Dyson Airwrap tutorial. I do need to share like an updated damp wet to dry like full blowout thing, but it's just not my usual routine, so we will get there. But definitely let me know what other hair content you want to see. Let me know if you want to see like a full hair wash, blow dry, styling sort of tutorial routine type video. Like I mentioned, I am a naturally curly, coarse, frizzy haired girl, and then I have one row of extensions. So when I blow out my hair, I typically like to do a paddle brush and the Dyson like actual blow dryer. I shared a mini version on shorts and on my reels, so if a more in-depth tutorial and talk through is of interest, definitely let me know. But my hair looks so good. I love the bounce, the curl, the volume that this gives. I always feel like I look like I just went to a salon and got my hair blown out when I use the Dyson. Whether it's on dry hair, damp hair, day 1 hair, day 7 hair, it doesn't matter. It always looks good every single time, and that is why I keep coming back to it always. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for tuning back in and watching. I have some hair favorites, products, tools, things like that linked down below if you want to check them out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.